It's a long driving day, and I could use a coffee this morning, but first I want to exit the North Maine Woods. For now, I'm just going to enjoy this morning drive along the seemingly endless logging roads. I exited the North Maine Woods at the 20-mile checkpoint, and the same guy was there. He asked if I was able to get into Ledbetter Falls. After I told him I wasn't, but I did see a moose, you can bet he had a few moose stories of his own. As for that cup of coffee, I finally got it and more at a cafe down near Greenville. Dirty fries. I'm taking an interesting looking side trail to Rum Pond and some campsites. I'm following a trail that was used by previous YouTubers who published their GPX file, but it looks like an interesting little area down there with those campsites, so I'm curious to take a look. With so many of these side trails on Gaia, it's a dice roll whether it goes through. The track degrades quite precipitously, so I guess in the time since this track was recorded, no one's been up here.
And what state, sir?
New York. Well, apparently there's some work going on at the other end of the road there, 12 miles away, and the gate is going to be closed for a few weeks. So now I'm going all the way back to Greenville. It's going to take an extra hour, maybe more. It'd be nice to get in to my destination at an early hour one of these days. I'm still going to head into Baxter and explore a bit and maybe find an easy hike. But I'm going to take this cue from the weather and rest up a bit and get some laundry done. I was staying in the town of Millinocket, a few miles south of Baxter, and was craving comfort food as one does after a few days in the woods. There wasn't much open on a Tuesday, but this funky sounding pizza place deep in the woods kept coming up in searches. Hi. So restaurant's not open today, right?
This one is not.
But is there? I heard there's a pizza brewery.
Yeah,
there
that's
too.
open. It's open every day.
Where's that?
You go about 3/4 of a mile, and you'll see Katahdin View Drive goes off to your right. It's like a little V. Take that, and you can't miss it.
What the heck? Oh my God, that is cool. Turns out there's a big adventure center up here on the southern edge of Baxter called NEOC, and they recently opened this place. They have a lot of cool outdoor activities to do. Check out the link below. Cravings satisfied, I headed into Baxter. Forget epic summits, or even distant views of epic summits. Nature had almost all of her epicness covered in a gray curtain. Still, despite the drizzle, you could get a sense of the diversity and beauty of Baxter. The next morning, I headed off in a new direction, rested and full of anticipation for the adventures still ahead. Well, I'm on my way to Acadia. Well, I'm at Mount Desert Campground, and it's super busy here. I got the last site, D1. You can see the Jeep back there. It is a horrible spot for a car camper. There's hardly any parking space in front. It's not level. I backed it down next to the tent platform, and I've leveled it, you can see here, with a bunch of rocks. That took a lot of effort, but it's completely level now, so hopefully this is okay. I'll just put the rocks back where I found them when I leave. But in terms of aesthetics, this campground is right up there. Like, very nice water view. Well, the light's getting really nice right now. It's getting close to 6 o'clock, time to start preparing dinner. Also, all the stuff I use to cook with is in the back of the Jeep here, so I thought I'd give you a quick tour. Food is stored inside this 38-liter fridge. It's a bodega. It's a really cheap model, but I like it because it's super low profile. It runs off of a Jackery, which I have secured up here on this Vector off-road shelf. So this is Jackery 1000. I leave a little landing pad in front of the Jackery so I can hook up various battery chargers, and I've got a few going right now. Pretty much everything I need to cook and eat with is in this Front Runner soft pack. And this unlabeled one is mostly electrical. It's got lights, cables. That's pretty much it. This little bag down here, which kind of floats around, sometimes it just even sits right up here, it has like clamps and attachment devices. So this is like a little grip gaffer bag, so I can hook up cameras and lights to different things. Up here, this sits on top of, I should also say, these bags are just kind of held down by a bungee. This guy down here, it's kind of like some medical stuff, garbage bags and wipes, you know, stuff to clean up around camp, and some cordage and extra bungee cords and cargo straps. I just brought this guy along just to hold basically the cast iron skillet, which I've been enjoying cooking with on this trip. Filling in the space under the Vector shelf, aside from the fridge, is this Lifesaver jerry can, which is 5 gallons. You pump it up. Pressurized water. The Blue Skier plate system has threaded holes, which I put just little eyelets in for now, but then I've just got a cargo strap strapped across 2 eyelets, and that secures that from bouncing around because you don't want that tipping over. And then in this space next to the jerry can is a Coleman stove in this big oversized floppy bag, but that's okay because it contains a cutting board and a gas line that allows me to use this 5-gallon propane can with the stove. In here on this trip I decided to bring along a firebox, also powered by propane, but as you can see this campsite has a very nice fire pit right here, firebox. So I haven't really needed the fire can on this trip. There you go. Okay, that's set up in the back of my Jeep. We'll walk the loop real quick and see some of the features of this campsite. These are the restrooms. They're super nice. There's a communal building they have called the Gathering Place, and it's where their Wi-Fi setup is. So if you need to do anything that requires high-speed connection, go to the Gathering Place, and the light is just beautiful right now. What a difference from yesterday. Over here is the Gathering Place. Let's go take a peek inside. Information about the tides.
During the day.
Right. And when do you serve coffee and stuff like that?
That's 7 to 10 in the morning.
Oh, okay. So someone is here in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I'm not here in the morning, so if you have any questions about the morning, I cannot answer them because I have no idea how things happen.
Here's the dock, and it's quite a dock. We'll go down and take a closer look at it. These kids were crabbing. They had their lines. I did that when I was a kid with my dad. That was the kids' fun dock, but down here is the boat ramp. And this guy I was talking to also said you can just put it in right from your campsite if you're close enough to the water. The MVP of this camping trip. Well, it can't get any more perfect than a warm summer night at a campground on the coast of Maine. And I'll catch you guys in the morning.
Next time on Jeep into Maine.
I thought I would show you the basic arrangement up here in the Ursa Minor. Now I'm on my way to an urgent care. I have to look after my ankle.